Hey guys, I'm still back eating those crackers. I know it looks like I ate them 3 days straight, because fuck yes I would. But I'm back, and I think the next video I want to post is what I personally like to call them status updates, where I give you updates on how I'm feeling and how things are going in my life. So this is where I'm at, right? First cracker break. I'm finally back. I'm sorry about that. The point is, this is a series I want to talk about how I'm feeling and what's up with me. So, let's take it back to a few months ago, let's say now. Shit, it's been a few months. It's not hot. But, essentially, I was finishing up college, right? I was finishing up college, and I thought this shit was going to be so peak, bro. Like, I was looking forward to this moment for so long. But right before I left college, I pretty much left all my homies because I essentially grew out of them and just want to, I don't know. I don't want to give too many details, but essentially we split apart. I personally took the step away from them. I'm sorry, bro. Alright, I'm going to try and stop it for now, but point is, sorry guys with the crackers, but essentially, I leave all these homies that I made friends with for years, and I wasn't, like, I had a few friends from college, but I necessarily didn't really keep up with many people. Point is that I thought when college would be over, my last day, it would be sweet. Like, real hype. No, it was the most dead shit ever, bro. It was the most dead shit ever. I basically walked out of my last class and basically said I'm free. I took transit home, and all I did was play Song Cry by Jay-Z, because it just felt empty, you know? It didn't feel amazing that I'm officially out of school forever. It felt like I won, but at what cost, you know? I'm essentially going into the real world with none of the people, or barely any of the people that I had before. And I'm left pretty much to my own devices, alone, with my girlfriend, of course, but, you know, she's not directly part of my story like that, you know, like, personally like that. I mean, you get the point. Point is that all my friends I pretty much ditched, except for, like, 3 people. Shout out Jordy, shout out Sean, and shout out Mark and Nico, and a few others, but this main group I hung out with is just basically defunct for me. Out of my own choice, by the way, because I want to get further up. But essentially, school finishes, and I immediately think, okay, I got all the time in the world now. It's going to be summer. Let's obviously put in our resume to one place that we like for now, and then let's use it now, all this time, to be fucking amazing. We're going to, like, build a website. We're going to learn web app development. We're going to code our own website. We're going to come up with a business. We're going to make so much fucking money. We're going to get buff. We're going to get rich. We're going to do all of it. Bro, what if I told you within the first 2 weeks I was crushing it, and then immediately it just flatlined. It just derailed for, like, months. I'd say 2 months. I'm just playing games, just chilling, not necessarily doing anything productive. Because usually I try to jam-pack my day with productive shit. I'm always trying to do something really productive, right? But for some reason, I just got more burnt out than ever. I just want to sleep in more, and I got more pissed off because I used to get up at 6:30. So why am I going to bed, like, until, like, 8? You know what I mean? Like, I was embarrassed with that fact. But I think it was a conversation I had with myself while at my part-time job that really changed things. And it's the fact that when I was there, I just was thinking, I was going through, like, kind of a crisis, I think. I was really at, like, a mental health low, and I was really freaking out. I couldn't necessarily tell you what, but I forget. Yeah, and I forget, but the point is, I was freaking out about something. I think it was something to do with me working hard and where I want to go, and how maybe what I'm doing right now isn't really reflecting the work I need to put in for my future goals. And in doing so, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. And all I told myself this one time, all I did was tell myself, you just keep shifting the goalpost. And that stopped me right in my tracks. I was like, wait a minute. Tyler has a point. Tyler, speak up to Tyler. You know, Tyler in the third person, speak up to Tyler in the first person. What's up? And I essentially just told myself what I knew from the beginning, that all I've been doing is trying to work myself into the ground, and really it leads to more inconsistent work rather than consistent work. And I think in a way, that's why the videos I made it around that time basically said I was giving up, because I was giving up. I gave up, you know? In essence, I gave up on all of these things that I thought were important to me. Like waking up at 6 a.m. You know, I don't need to, so why the fuck am I waking up at 6 a.m.? You know? What else? What is it? Making sure every second of every day is productive. You know, that's not as important. And I realized as I took this, how do I put this? Now that I took this new mindset into account, I noticed I was getting far more things productively done consistently than before. Like the Deltarune video I have of me and my girlfriend playing Chapter 5. I'm working on that still, just for the funsy bit of it. Like, not really like caring too much about how it's going to do for the channel. I just want to record something I find fun, you know? Point is that I do all of this and my life begins to feel a little bit sweeter. You know, I begin to realize that maybe all I need to do, wifey. Anyways, you're going to have to hear her ring out. I'm going to call her after this, but point is that I would have 3 checklists that I complete every day: the creative, financial, and physical. Physical, if I go on a walk for 10 seconds, I check it. For creative, if I do anything creative, I check it for 10, like even just for 1 second. Financial, if I do anything with my job or getting an interview or working on computer science, that's a check mark. And if I could just do that every day, I'll get further than I was before. And I noticed that already with like the harder things I would do, like computer science or whatnot, I would progress faster through the lessons, even though still they provide kind of a challenge. But even then, my main focus right now is to get my physique and my aesthetics to practically their best shape. And it's almost like I have all the tools ready, but at the same time, I just need to put them together. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at this point where I'm pretty much at the end. I just need to manage everything now to the right way, because our bodies are always changing, right? So I'm at this point now, and honestly, on a day like this where I've worked 5 days in a row and I'm taking like 2 days off, it feels weird, bro, because I used to spend these days wanting to work hard, but I literally sat in front of my computer for like 30 minutes, did nothing. Rested for 15 minutes after, did nothing. And I see these people who are so successful, and I'm like, did they really do this? Because what I was doing before, I thought that's what they were doing, but I fucking hated myself and I wasn't doing anything then too. So are they doing this? Or like, you know, like I really got confused. I still don't know if I have the answer correctly, but I think I just have an answer for myself. That this is kind of where I'm at right now. And I enjoy this, you know? And I want to keep doing whatever I'm doing right now with this, you know what I'm saying? But for the future, I think right now my biggest concerns are my physique, like my aesthetics, and getting the working out like completed, getting the diet thing completed, maybe getting to a new job, and also running that Ironman in 5 years, or completing an Ironman in 5 years. You know, those are really my 3 goals, plus a side thing of YouTube. But I really, in the next 10 years, want to make enough money for me to live out my dream lifestyle. You know, those Maybach dreams. I want to achieve the big muscle, because you can already tell there's some muscle there. I want to get the big muscles. I'm right there, right on the cusp. On top of that, the Ironman, of course, and then trying to do something with this, get to like 1 million subs on the main channel, even though I haven't posted shit. But that's essentially where I'm at. And really, the biggest thing is that I'm just scared I'm stuck in this loop, because before I could brute force my entire life to be a certain way. If I wanted friends, I brute forced myself to go to clubs every night to find out how to talk to girls or talk to guys, you know what I mean? Not no weird shit, but like, you know, to make friends. I'd basically do everything in my power it would take to make friends, right? And then I did that, and then I brute forced getting a girlfriend, so I did that. Then I brute forced my mental health, so I did that. And now I slowly, meticulously built out my strategy for my working out and my aesthetics, but now I just need to be patient with that. But it kind of sucks because you can't brute force everything in life, and that's how I've been doing everything, and I think that just changes things. But I guess in that case, that's what I call the status update. I'll let you guys know if anything else changes, but that's how I'm at right now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. If y'all relate to this, heck yeah. I love y'all. Peace out.